We started last year and gave out to one player for each junior Trojan team. We wanted the coaching staff to come together and decide what player on the team really represents the ideal spirit, characteristics of a Trojan football player. And there are 5 characteristics or principles that we want to build our program on that we think will help them be better men, be better friends, better students, better husbands, better employees, better sons and brothers as they grow up. And those are discipline, doing what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, be where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, and doing it that way all the time. Discipline carries over in the classroom, on the field, at home. I know you guys are already way up on this scale, right? Because you guys always clean your room when you're supposed to. Always pick up the towel in the bathroom, right? Walk the dog, all that stuff. Okay, so discipline is very, very important in becoming a successful person. Commitment. You can only show how committed you are when you have to persevere through adversity. And dealing with adversity is a major factor. You know, my parents' generation, the Great Depression generation, that went through World War II, you know, they grew up expecting a lot of diversity. And because we're so blessed in this country, a lot of times kids don't have to deal with too much adversity because they're given so much. And football, with referees' calls, with injuries, with weather, with the heat, you got to deal with adversity all the time. So we want to develop commitment in players. We want to develop toughness in players. Toughness is the physical and a mental ability to overcome adversity without a loss of performance, okay? Without a loss of performance, to be able to keep playing. We want the players to give great effort all the time. We don't want anybody to outwork us or out-hustle us or out-hit us. We're not the biggest team. We want to work to get as big and strong as we can in the weight room, but we're not going to be the biggest team. We've got some big guys, but as a rule, we're just not going to be. We've still been successful because we give great effort. And then the last one is pride. You know, we want to have pride in everything we do, pride in performance. You know, whatever you're going to do in life, when you're done being a Trojan football player or whatever your sports you're playing besides that, we're all going to stop playing at some point. You know, be the best you can be. You know, if you're going to drive the truck the best that you can. If you're going to work in a library, if you're going to own a business, if you're going to go in the military service, if you're going to be a coach, be the best that you can be and take pride in performance, okay? No shortcuts. So those are the 5 things we want to build our program on, and we try to instill in our players throughout the off-season and during the season. So this is just a small award, the Trojan Spirit Award, that we're going to give out to a player tonight, okay? And it comes in 2 parts, and this sits on the shelf, and then the ball sits on top of it. So if you get confused, we'll try to draw up an instructional manual for that, okay? It's a neat little football, okay? And this is not a Frisbee or a hat. It's what sits on there, okay? So the coaches picked players, and the player wanted me to read this. That this year's Trojan Award winner was a player that was moved to numerous roles throughout the year as the depth chart shifted due to injuries and other factors. He spent time at quarterback, receiver, defensive end, and linebacker. He learned his responsibilities and was a good player in all these roles. He never once complained about anything. He was never concerned about the position he, quote, wanted to play. He was there to help the team and did so with a smile, a positive attitude, and always gave 100% effort. So right there's effort and commitment. He is always supportive of his teammates and is a team player in every sense of the word. He truly embodies the spirit of the Trojan Award. And this year's Trojan Award winner is number 9, Zach Alexander. Thank you all. I'll see you in the line.
All right, I'm going to start a highlight video that you're going